After nearly 6 months of doing school online, some school districts have opted to return to in person learning, or at the very least, a hybrid system. However, just because you're back in the classroom doesn't mean that everything is 100% normal. In fact, there are many things that are different. So, as a person who lives in a school district that is using a hybrid system, today I present to you what in person learning is like today. Keep in mind that restrictions can vary from school to school, so take my experience as a somewhat small grain of salt. Now, before we get into the restrictions, I would appreciate if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for future content. Okay, so since there's a lot to get into, I'll talk about some of the most obvious restrictions first. As expected, face coverings are the norm in all areas of school property, and social distancing of 6 feet is also standard. In addition, lunch is outside, which makes sense when you think about it, and you only have 3 classes per day, with each class lasting 90 minutes. So, the classes are distributed over 2 days, with periods 1 through 3 on the first day and 4 through 6 on the second day. Now, earlier on, I mentioned that it was a hybrid system. That means that half of the students are in class Monday and Tuesday, and the other half are in class Wednesday and Thursday. In reality, it's more like most of the kids are on Wednesday and Thursday, and some of them are Monday and Tuesday, but that's beside the point. Fridays are days where you have short assignments online and to contact your teachers if you need help with a subject. Now, those are some of the more basic restrictions, but there are some more complex ones as well. For instance, one-way traffic in the hallways is mandatory, and this is more complex than it may seem at first. You see, my school is a two-story building, with one floor going one direction and the other going the other direction. Toward the south end of the school, there are 2 small loops, and you can only go one way in the loop. There are also designated staircases for going up and down. Obviously, so that you can access the other floor without having to go all the way to the other end of the building. This layout can be a huge hassle at times, because sometimes you could have 2 classrooms that are right next to each other, but you have to take this very complex route to get to the other classroom. In addition, there are classrooms that have routes where you have to go all the way down to one end of the building, take a staircase, and then walk back down to the other end. You have to actually be a student at my school in order to actually understand the layout of the one-way traffic system. So don't feel bad for not completely understanding for what I just said. Finally, there are a few other restrictions as well. For one, there is a staggered release where different groups of people exit the buildings a minute or 2 apart. But it doesn't really work because people obviously don't move at a set speed, so they catch up to the other groups easily. In addition, desks in classrooms are 6 feet apart due to social distancing, and they are sprayed down between classes. As a result, we often have to stand by our desks at the beginning of each class to let the desks dry, which can be pretty annoying when you don't want to carry all of your school stuff longer than you need to. And with that, that was the last major restriction that I could think of. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I would appreciate if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for future content. Thanks and have a great day.